Shadows circle on the place that you love. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness. Destroy the middle.
So some of you smarties guessed what the tool is. It's a bark spud. It's for stripping and cleaning bark off of green logs. So today I'm going to make a handle. And so since we are going with the theme of making this out of just a bunch of scrap metal, we will repurpose, that's the new term for using junk, an old shovel handle. We have it's sound, it's in good shape. The shovel head wasn't a great shovel head, but the handle is a good piece of straight grain hickory. So we're going to lay this out, cut this to length, and turn it down or grind it down with a spoke shave and make a handle, and then we'll hot rivet that.
Mighty God, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace.
So I've cut about a 25-inch section off this old shovel handle, and what I've been using recently, I found a couple of old spoke shaves in my granddad's things, some tools that he gave me, and I have been using this on the last couple handles over the old draw knife, and this is a much better way to do it. A spoke shave was designed for wagon wheel makers who were shaving the spokes, and what it is a little adjustable planer blade, but it gives you so much more control. You can simply lay it on there and cut nice strips off and not have to worry about gouging or going too deep. It's a very effective tool. Once I've become a little bit more proficient with it, I find it to be indispensable with making handles. So with the handle complete, now I'm going to rivet it to the socket. I saved the little rivet that I removed from the shovel head. We can reuse this. So I'm going to go ahead and drill this out, and then we'll secure the handle. When I'm riveting a handle like this, one thing you can do to really ensure that it'll stay tight is make sure you use a drill bit for your initial drill hole that's a little bit smaller than the rivet, and drill through the wood all the way through both sides. Next, find the rivet that will fit, or the drill bit that will fit tightly with the rivet, and don't drill through the wood, but simply drill through the edges of the metal. That way, when you force the rivet through, it'll fit securely and tightly through the hickory. We've got a little more rivet sticking out there than we need, so we'll take a Sawzall or a hacksaw and we'll just trim off a little bit of that. I mentioned earlier that I was going to hot rivet this. With this little tool, this is not at all necessary. We can come over to your anvil or the back of your vise and we'll just kind of cold forge this. So I'm getting ready to try out the barking spud for the first time. The reason why I'm making this is I've got a project coming up that I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but I'll be sharing it with you really soon. And there's several tools that I need before I can get it started on it. One of them is this tool, this barking spud. I've got a couple other things I need to build as well, and I'll share that with you here probably throughout the next week. But let's try it out and see if the angles are right and see how it works for stripping bark off of logs. So overall impressions after using it for about an hour or so, I like it. I like the dimensions. I made it a little bit longer. I think the traditional, from what I could gather, barking spud was, you can figure about 2 inches wide and about 25 inches long. I find that a lot of tools that were designed or developed lengthwise and size-wise were kind of developed, or the standard was set a long time ago, especially in hand tools, where guys were shorter. And I'm 6'3", 6'4", and a lot of these things are just too short for me. So I always add 3 or 4, sometimes 5 inches onto tools just for that extra reach. I have pretty long arms. So I made this one overall about 31 inches, and it seems to be just right. I was a little concerned that maybe the angle, the curvature on here was a little bit too steep, but after using it, it's not. It seems to be just right. And when you get it underneath, you can wedge and you can pry up. It gives a nice rocker, and it works great. I was wondering if this might be a little bit light duty, because that socket I used off an old hoe, it wasn't super heavy, but it was well made. It was an old one, and I think it'll be fine. There just isn't that much stress put on this. So we'll see how the steel holds up. I just used, not a high-graded steel, just kind of a mild steel for the cutting edge. Put a nice 1000 grit polish on it. And there is a fair amount of cutting and slicing when doing this. So if this doesn't hold up very well, we'll see, and I'll have to learn a little bit more about annealing and tempering metal, which I don't know much about. I'm just like a kid playing in a sandbox when it comes to blacksmithing. I just don't know that much, but I'm learning. So, and I enjoy doing it. The handle is nice, of course, just a piece. So we took out from the broken shovel handle and sanded it up, and I like it. And overall, I think it's a great tool. It'll be a nice addition, and it's something that I'm proud of. And it works great. So far, it works really great. So next week we're going to be, or I guess it is next week. Next project I'm going to be, I think, building a couple of forged log dogs. And those are kind of cool. A simple thing that most guys can make, and we'll do those. Once we have those made, we'll be ready. Just wait for a little bit of weather. I don't want to work out when it's raining, but we got some. I got some big plans, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys along with those. I think you'll enjoy it. All right, thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you like the videos, give a thumbs up. It really helps, and it shows me which videos you like, which videos get the most thumbs up. That's kind of what dictates the channel, so you kind of steer the channel. If we don't get a lot of thumbs up on videos, I know that's not something that we like. So it just helps me to gauge the health and the channel, what the subscribers, what you guys want to see. So take a minute. It only takes a second, and just click up or click down, whatever you like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.